Hello, Ray Phoenix here. Welcome to Let's Play Mega Man 5 Part 7. So now I can finally take on the last level of the game. We're finally going to defeat Dr. Wily and end this huge plot of his. This plot that he's had to frame people that have nothing to do with his crimes, make it seem like they're the guilty ones when really it's all Dr. Wily's wrongdoing. He did it in the last game, and now he's done it again in this game. How much lower could Dr. Wily possibly sink? This isn't even really much of a level. There's two occasions where you have to deal with these walker things. They're like advanced versions of the Mega Eye or the Mega Man 1, but they have the only spot where you can hit them is their eye where they shoot out lasers. But after you get past that, it's time for the final boss. This is kind of like, this is pretty much a clone of the final boss from Mega Man 4, only he's even easier, because now we could just shoot up the arrows at him, and you know, it's not like before where it was a drill thing, we had to detonate it at a certain time. No, there's none of that, they're even lazier, just simply shoot them into his pie hole, and now and then he gets destroyed. And look at that, this is the same as his Mega Man 4 as well too. Wily Machine number 5, because what this is called. He just took what he had in the last game and he's reusing it. He's building it again. He's probably running low on materials. Mega Man probably exhausted his supply chain or something like that. So now he has to reuse the same robot, same boss, same robot suit boss, whatever it was he had in the last game. He's reusing it for this game. Our original. It's even easier this time around too, because now we have Beat the Bird on our side. We didn't have Beat the Bird last time, but now we do have Beat the Bird with us, so Beat the Bird could just fly at Dr. Wily. We're not even really doing anything at all, other than dodging his attacks. I'm not even really doing anything. I'm just sliding around. I'm just letting Beat do most of the work. I don't have to get Beat close to where Dr. Wily is, or somewhat close for Beat to go and peck. And he doesn't do an awful lot of damage, but it's still really helpful. You can also use Greek Sandwich Man's weapon on him as well too. If you didn't have Beat, 'cause it's possible to get to this level without having Beat. You only get Beat if you find all those letters that spell Mega Man 5. If you don't get those, then you can't use Beat. And then you'd have to use the gyro weapon, the Greek Sandwich Man's weapon against Dr. Wily then, which is actually quite effective against Dr. Wily. Sometimes I think it might be more effective than Beat the Bird. It might be doing more damage than Beat the Bird. Because Beat the Bird is just a little bird that just pecks at Dr. Wily. Yeah, because Mega Man doesn't have enough pets as is. The last few Mega Man games have always introduced new characters. In Mega Man 3, we were introduced to Rush. Mega Man 4, we were introduced to Eddie. In this game, we're introduced to Beat the Bird. Mega Man, he has a thing to keep adopting robot pets. Or it's probably thoroughly his decision. I think it's mostly just Dr. Light's decision to keep building robots based on pets. And look at that, I'm using my M-Tank, that M-Tank we caught back way at the beginning of the game. Well, I'm using it right now as they're filling my whole health and all the energies for all of my weapons and gadgets, including Beat the Bird. So there, Beat's full again on energy, and Dr. Wily is kind of low on health right now, so see, Beat the Bird for some reason can't fly that high, can't reach that high. I don't know, is his vision bad? I don't know. Do birds have good vision, those types of birds? I don't even know what kind of bird he's supposed to be. He probably would have good vision. He's a robot bird. They say he could do a lot for robot dog, but he can't do crap with a robot bird. But Beat this is actually the best version of Beat we have. I think Mega Man 5 and 6 actually have the best versions of Beat. There, we destroyed Dr. Wily's robot flying mech thing. Now I could chase after Dr. Wily to capture him. Just running away from us at Dr. Albert Einstein Wily. It's running away from us. Look, there's where Dr. Light's being held captive, and Dr. Wily's begging at his knees for forgiveness. They were gonna save Santa Claus or Dr. Light. And oh look, the place is falling apart. We're running around in circles. What are we gonna do? Mega Man's gonna try to hold the base up. Yeah, because Mega Man's that strong. Wonder why he wasn't strong enough to stop that garbage crusher thing in Dust Man stage and in one of the Proto Man stages in this game. But nevertheless, Proto Man appeared. Well, it's implied it's Proto Man because we heard his whistle and he blew some magic. You can see Proto Man sitting to the right-hand corner of the screen. You see Dr. Wily's castle's destroyed and Dr. Wily's escaping. Proto Man's leaving because Proto Man is less likely to be seen out in public. Proto Man likes to, keep a low profile, I guess. That's probably why Mega Man didn't know about him until the third game, because he likes to hide from everything. So now it's just going to do the exact same thing Mega Man 4 did. It's playing even more generic ending credits music, while it's going to show us the cast of all the robot masters of the game and who designed them. They have a different designer for each robot master. Same thing in Mega Man 4. This game pretty much has the same ending as Mega Man 4. Dr. Wily gets defeated, his plan gets defeated, but then he escapes, so there could be another sequel. So next year there could be another Mega Man game, because Capcom loves to keep pumping out new Mega Man games every year. pretty much every year at this point in the 90s has had at least one, or most years have had at least one Mega Man game get released. And I guess Capcom's really good at keeping that tradition alive by constantly making things happen so more Mega Man games could happen. Mega Man, this series has like so many games. It has like at least 11 or 12 games in it. It's quite possibly one of the largest, probably might be one of the longest running Mega Man series ever. Because there's a lot of different other series in Mega Man 2. There's also the Mega Man X series, the Mega Man Zero series, and there's that Mega Man Legends series which I was never interested in. There's also the Mega Man Battle Network series, where it's kind of like Digimon or Pokemon, but it's Mega Man and it's digital. I never really got into. I used to like watching Rome Mithral's Let's Plays of those. I think he was really good at playing the game. He really had some entertaining commentary to them, but I was never really interested in playing those games. However, I heard there's like a 2D side-scrolling Mega Man Battle Network game on the GameCube I might check out eventually. When is eventually? I have no idea. It's just showing more credits now, the names of more people that worked on this game. People I've never heard of before and probably won't hear of again after this. Or I have heard them before and I just didn't realize it. It's just showing space in the background, just like it did in all the previous Mega Man games, where it shows like a space starscape, like a Windows 95 screensaver type thing that's flowing through the background. Shoo, shoo. So yep, this is the end of Mega Man 5. A very uneventful game overall. It's probably there's nothing unique or generic, or there's nothing unique. It's a very generic game. There's nothing unique at all really about this game. It's just mostly just the same stuff we've seen in all the past Mega Man games. What more is there to say? It's just Mega Man 5. The credits look the same. Even the end credits look the same. The endings is the same as it was before. A lot of the other stuff is the same as it was before in this game. What more is there to say? It's not a bad game. No, at least if you're gonna rip off something, at least rip off your own thing and have it be something good. So I guess you could give them credit for that. At least they ripped off something that was good and didn't, rip off. And still, I guess if they're going under the principle, if it's not broken, don't fix it. This didn't make the game a 3D platformer or some overly ambitious thing that would fail or explode in our faces, right? At least they didn't do that, so I'll give them credit for that. This is Ray Phoenix, signing out.